SSL have just slashed the prices of some key pieces of their analog hardware by as much as 53%, and this really pissed me off. Hi, Ed Thorne here. Solid State Logic have just dramatically reduced the price of their 500 series G-Bus compressor by almost £700 in the UK or $1,200 in the US. Their barely 2-year-old Ultra Violet EQ has seen a huge drop of over £500 in the UK and $900 in the US. These are not promotional sales nor seasonal reductions, these are permanent changes. But why so drastic? I have a theory I'll discuss at the end of the video, but don't skip forward because it won't make sense without hearing these other more sinister theories. Now, the reason I'm pissed off is because only 6 months ago did I purchase both the G-Bus compressor and Ultra Violet EQ. It's much like the high-end microphone company offering 50% off sales for 3 months of the year, or plugins permanently discounted. You have to ask what the real value of the product actually is, and have I just been mugged off paying full price? There is a theory that the recent drop in value of the British pound is behind the reduction because sales to the States are now in theory 25% cheaper than in recent years, but this doesn't equate to 53%. And if the exchange rate was so favourable, then surely other brands would follow suit to cash in on more sales, right? Except they're not. There is also a theory that SSL have found a way of manufacturing their parts and products cheaper. Most products incurred heavy price increases during COVID due to supply issues, so perhaps this is a price reset. This seems too drastic, but maybe on a good day with both factors combined, it is feasible to get your 50% reduction. But why then has this price reduction only been transferred to a handful of 500 series models and no other products? One sinister theory is that simply analog isn't selling anymore because plugins are becoming more and more realistic at emulating analog gear. Is analog dead? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. It could be that the recent success of SSL's native plugins have driven a drop in hardware sales, and this is an attempt to rebalance the scales. Perhaps SSL conducted market research and realized their G-Bus compressor was way overpriced compared to the competitors producing similar products. For example, the Serpent Audio SB4000 with a THD circuit, sidechain insert and a mixed blend knob, 3 features not on the SSL. Or the Wes Audio Dione with similar additional features plus digital recalling and automation functionality. Don't get me wrong, the musical and subtle compression of the G-Bus is delightful and defines the word glue in audio mixing. But was it too expensive? Maybe riding on their legacy coattails doesn't create the sales anymore, and this is a short-term price reduction to test how consumers will react and reassess their perceived value in the marketplace. On the verge of a global recession, a price drop to stay competitive would be a smart move, but again, why only these 500 modules? Now, it's not uncommon in commercial finance for a company to reposition its products in the marketplace, and the UV EQ would be a good candidate for this. I think the new price is a fair price for this EQ. The mid-band parametrics, as found on the 611 EQs, are really great. Focus mode is crisp and effective. The top end is okay, but lacks the sheen and sparkle of other EQs such as the Wes Audio Hyperion or IGS Rubber Band's Mastering EQ. And as for the low end, unfortunately, quite frankly, in my opinion, it's actually pretty lame. The EQ curve is far too gentle to be useful, and it really lacks any substance, weight, or depth. Again, especially compared to the IGS RBM EQ, which has a thick, juicy, and meaty low end, much more enjoyable to mix with. In this case, I would agree a market repositioning is a good idea. I think the UV EQ is worth the new price, and for the new price, I would encourage people to get one. What are your thoughts on all this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let me know if you're considering buying one of these units. If you do consider purchasing one, buying one through the links in the description below is a great way to support the channel. So my prediction is that new products will be coming out very soon, and I'd hazard a guess within 6 months, maybe even for the April NAMM show. And the price drops are simply to clear out old stock before the new releases. What I would like to see from SSL if they are releasing new versions is the following. A version of the UV EQ with parametrics on the low and high filters, like a stereo version of the 611 with matched stereo EQ phase, and possibly with the option of bells and curves, again like the 611. I'd like to see a new version of the G-Bus, possibly with THD circuitry like the Serpent, or even better with digital recall ability like the Wes Audio Gear. The question is, are SSL going to be the first giant of the audio industry to modernize? Maybe we'll even see a 500 series lunchbox from them with NG-style connectivity. Who knows? Either way, now is a great time to buy a G-Bus Ultra Violet EQ 6-channel or VHD channel strip. I've been Ed Thorne. This one's been emotional. I'll see you on the next one.